Luke, Florian, row 7.
Oh.
Up. A bit late now, but anyways, here comes the 5 red lights to kick off the British Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go, and a good reaction time from both Red Bulls, and actually better reaction from Reese. He gets ahead of his teammate into turn 1, and cars are just gangling around for position. We got a spin around already. That is Gerard out in turn 2.
Both of them.
Cars are just getting themselves into, just filing into positions, fighting their way into it. Boss Cookie did attempt to get second place from Bourbon, but Bourbon muscled his way back into it out of turn 4 as they head down to Wellington Straight for the first time in this race, as cars are just filing into position, trying to get positions in. TB on the inside, and now the outside against Beatnik for the 6th place spot. The Chiller battling against Jack for the 9th place spot. And Red Fire involved in that mix too, in that 3-way fight. And more fights in the back there. You have Luke, the Williams battling it together. Man, there's so much action going on. It's hard to keep track of every single fight going on.
The Chiller at Cop's Corner has just tried the switchback now, cutting back on Beatnik. Going to be side by side, and the Maggots and Beckett's. Surely he wouldn't, and he's definitely not going to do that.
Yeah, the Chiller playing it a little bit on the safe side. Doesn't want to take any big major risks here, as we got a mini DRS train from 5th all the way down, basically all the way down all over the place, as the Alpines have switched positions. TB has been let loose to get himself into 5th. Lewis Piper clearing Luke to get himself into 13th. The crazy thing is that George is not doing much in that Ferrari. He's currently sitting in 15th and is not making much moves. And it looks like the Red Bulls have switched. So Bourbon does take the lead ahead of Reese. Beat Boss Cookie on the outside.
Oh,
well,
so this is exactly what could happen.
A bit of a lag spike. Oh, you do not want to be that far behind. And it looks like the Alpines have decided to switch again, and looks like Beatnik is following that person. It's getting kind of tight between the two Alpines and the Aston Martin. TB trying to put up a bit of a fight, but Beatnik is not giving an inch, staying on down to the inside to try to get past TB, but just can't seem to get it. TB claws his way back ahead, and the McLarens are fighting again, almost contact again.
One of the McLarens shot up into the Ferrari, clipping that red curb, and the Chiller's thinking about moving on the outside. He's the first driver to have a penalty in this race, so he has to make this move if he wants to not have that penalty come at the expense of him. At the end of this race, Florian and Jack side by side. The Chiller and Red Fire made contact, almost wheel banging right there again, and they almost do it again. Look at this, as Boss Cookie does take 2nd place away. The lead. Here we go. Red Bull swap.
Yeah, Red Bull's switching up, and Boss Cookie follows Reese over. Can he get by as he hit the turn? Woo! Touch!
Hit.
Touch and a drift from Tadpole. Whoa!
More contact.
My goodness, Boss Cookie, jeez.
About Beatnik and Lewis Piper side by side right here down the DRS straight. This is going to get close. I know you just saw the battle of Bourbon Boy and Cryptic for 3rd and 4th, but right there, Lewis Piper needing to gain back what he had lost there at the start. 12 to 7. Oh, almost a tap. Beatnik's been tapped.
You know what is also kind of interesting? I'm just checking out the gaps here. I mean, the top 3 are within a second of each other as Cryptic gets ahead of Reese.
Wow. Groggers, he was just going out wide to avoid making contact, I think. I don't think he'll get removed because it was more driver error, but Grogger's doing exactly what I thought was going to happen, and you see the 2 Red Bull swap. I think this is right before pitting. Actually, it is Reese who's pitting this time out of the Red Bulls. Lewis Piper had a fake TB, exactly what he needed before some pit stops. Stenner, TB, those were the 2 pitted. The front straight battle on the Hamilton straight.
Chill on the inside of Beatnik. Makes it nice and easy and up into 2nd place.
Fake TB's coming out of the pit lane now. He's behind Lewis Piper, L74G, Dat Person, Red Fire Tiger, Groggers, and Florian, and Jack Miles. So Fake TB, who looked like he could have maybe overcut, didn't do it. All that battling hindered it. So now it's a focus with Beatnik and the Chiller if that overcut is the same effect as TB's was.
Looks like these 2 are going to fight for it as the leader is in. Bourbon has come in. thought Bourbon maybe was going to go a little bit later, but here goes Reese on the inside against Cryptic, and he gets it done. Reese is up into the 5th place spot. Look, you go for 2 for 1, going up against the Boss Cookie. Touch and touch and bonk and bonk. Ding dong, ding a dong.
Through goes Cryptic.
Reese goes off the track after contact with Boss Cookie. That leaves Cryptic back into it, and Cryptic up in the 2nd now.
Bourbon Boy on the mediums. Beatnik chose to go for the softs here. This should be fun. Bourbon Boy gonna try to catch this battle, being 2 seconds back. These guys are absolutely battling in it. And this is all going to allow
they're all over it.
Bourbon Boy to catch up. That's what it's going to allow. 2.7. Let's see what happens at the end of this lap with that gap. Here comes Reese once again, inside line.
He gets it done.
Net lead.
I mean, literally, when these 3 were battling it out, the 2nd place is like a chunk of meat. And these 3, Reese, Cryptic, and Boss Cookie, they're like a rabid pack of hyenas.
Cryptic and Boss Cookie.
Looks like we got trouble. That is Owen at the exit of left field.
The Chiller had a puncture.
And, oh my God.
The Chiller had a puncture.
Chiller, what the hell, buddy? But inevitably, Bourbon is gonna get past. He's right on the tail of Cryptic, trying his best. Woo, boy, this is getting really tight. Bourbon going for both, and he gets it done. 2 cars on 1 straight. Bourbon up in the 2nd, and Cryptic takes the 3rd place spot from his teammate. And looks like we have another car, and that is Owen around again in left field.
That was Owen. Owen was around. That person gets Red Fire Tiger, but I guess Bourbon Boy was just playing with some dice right there. And that's it.
Speeding into pits, yes, and he's gone into the pits. He is done. That is our first retirement of the event.
And that would be, what, the 3rd week in a row we have a brand new winner of the season? We're about to see it again with the lead swapping. Here comes Bourbon Boy already. Left side. He didn't really need much with the as he was already in the slipstream.
Bourbon back into the lead in the British Grand Prix. Red Fire is 3 seconds clear of George. So Ferrari right now is looking at no points this weekend as Owen has crashed in Chapel.
Well, that's our 2nd retirement, but no safety car.
No, I think it's because it's too late.
It's not too late though. We still got 4 laps remaining to bring out maybe a 2-lap shootout.
Ooh, this is gonna get dicey.
Wow. McLaren versus Alpine, same academy, but different teams.
Oh my God, that was tight.
Whoa. Little touch.
My goodness.
Little hit. No harm, no foul, they say.
From Beatnik's on board, that was just wild.
Without a doubt. And this battle for 6 is just continuing.
Gerard won't get the point, but he'll get the recognition that he has the fastest lap of this race.
Whoa. Beatnik
and Mercedes has switched up. Boss Cookie in the 3rd.
I know. This is 2 battles happening once. I wish we could go side by side here.
That person.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside.
This battle has been heating up for the last, I don't know, half a lap.
Quite a lot of laps.
Yeah.
And Red Fire fighting TB off. Reese trying to stay with Bourbon, but like I say, he's just about out of fuel. The last thing Reese would need is to get the lead on the hangar straight and then run out of fuel. Looks like Beatnik just lost several positions.
He did.
Just the Chiller thrust himself in the 8th.
Wow, the Chiller, bang, bang, hit. That person now got a penalty. He got forced off 3 wide now. This gets close for 8th place,
boy.
But the lead is back at...
Uh-oh!
The lead's back at hands. This is close. A 10th now, the gap.
No. Here goes the Chiller. We just got on the stream. I mean, the Chiller was giving bump into Beatnik. And Beatnik just gave him bump back. Here we go. Reese in the lead.
But
oh boy, this is going to get nuts. Here we go. Is Bourbon going to go for the shot? Can he go for it? No, he cannot. Can Reese stay it? Here we go. As he come out of the final corner, Reese is going to get it. Bourbon 2nd. Oh my God.
The championship lead with it too. 7 extra points with that.
Woo. Yeah, Boss Cookie takes 3rd. Cryptic for 4. Here comes Lewis Piper. He's going to be in 5th place. And looks like TB is going to get himself into is going to get into the 6th place position, but let's see what happens to everybody after these penalties come into effect. Beatnik in 8th, and yeah, so unfortunately,
Ferrari,
Darius
for the first
just
time this
misses
season,
out by 2 seconds,
Ferrari
4
for the-
seconds on
Yeah,
a point. So
for the
Ferrari,
first time-
no points.
Yeah, that's big. No points for them for the first time this season. Now that means Red Bull and Mercedes, the only 2 teams to get points in every single round, and the chiller streak comes to an end.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. So the chiller, I mean, literally the only driver to score points in every single race. That streak is now done.
If you would like to join the league or watch the upcoming races in the future live, click on the description. Both links will be there for the Discord and the Twitch. Subscribe to the RPL YouTube to stay up to date with things, and we'll see you next time.